making videos. You wanna know what else I love? Ranting. So I thought I'd make a video about me ranting about something that I love too, which happens to be that moment when you rent a DVD and it is scratched up completely. Okay, I don't know if anyone is going to relate. I hope people will relate to this, because otherwise it's just me who's stupid enough to continuously get DVDs out from my public library. But I recently got out the first season of Lost from the library, and what a surprise, the second disc was all scratched up. I could not watch it. So I had to return it, and they gave me $6. I paid for it, which is ridiculous pricing, if you ask me, anyway. And then I had to buy the first season for $15 online, which is actually okay because I quite like it, so it's good. But yesterday, I went and picked up the first season of Under the Dome, which is the adaptation of one of my favourite books ever by Stephen King. And I haven't finished it yet, but I love it so much. And I thought, I'm not sure if I'm going to like this show, because so many people who love the books have said that they didn't like the show. And I wasn't sure about how I felt about it, because I'd seen the teaser for it, and it all looked a little bit too different for me. But I still thought, you know what? I think I can pay $6 for that. So I went to the library, coughed up $6, and then I got it out and I brought it home. Today, at approximately 2 o'clock, I put the first DVD in the player and I watched it. The first episode went through fine. I mean, apart from the fact that it had mostly terrible acting and bad effects, but whatever. The second episode, however, I was about 12 minutes in, and it is on this character Linda's face, and she's saying something important, I think, about a gun or whatever. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention. But then suddenly, the screen just freezes up, and it goes pixelated. And I just stare at it and think, okay, great. So I try and open the player, and the player won't open because it's just all crashing because of the stupid DVD. And then I have to wait, I have to turn off everything, and then I turn it back on. And eventually I have to get it to work. And then the rest of the disc works okay. I mean, there are little bits that I have to skip through, but it's okay. So the third disc, when I'm mad, I get really confused. Okay, the third disc I put in, and I started to watch the first episode of the second disc. I'm sorry, what is my brain? Okay, the second disc. And it was going well. I got like 6 minutes and 12 seconds in. I remember the exact time, actually. And I remember that Nori was sitting there talking to Joe, and her mums were talking, and then suddenly it just all freezes, and I'm thinking, okay, it wasn't going pixelated, it just froze and it wouldn't play. I kept pausing it, playing, it wouldn't happen. So I took it out of the player. I sort of like wiped the disc a little bit. These discs were very visibly scratched, very, very, very visibly scratched, and I put it back in, and I like did the whole put work thing. And it wouldn't actually happen. The screen was dark, it wouldn't show up. So I was just really annoyed by this point. So I thought, okay, how about if I turn off the player, I turn off the TV, I eject the disc, then I turn it all on and then put the disc back in. So I did that, and it started to work, and it showed up the thing, and the whole logo thing came up. But then suddenly it just froze in the middle of the logo, which was showing the company or something, which I didn't even know could happen. And then it crashed. It just crashed, and it wouldn't even come up with the select episode thing. It just crashed, and I kept on trying. It just kept on doing that. So my message about this is to please, if you get out a disc from a rental shop or a public library, please take care of it. And if you can't take care of it, then at least just own up and say, oh yeah, it's a bit scratched. Maybe you should throw this out now. Because I'm pretty sure this disc wasn't even working before I used it, so the person who last had it probably just didn't do anything about it. And I think that is just so annoying. So, just for me, for everyone who watches TV shows because you're too cheap to buy $50 seasons of Under the Dome, please just try and keep the discs in good condition. Don't put them down on cactuses, which is what it felt like. Thank you. This video isn't anything.